Greetings, Commanders. This is KreeKree here, giving you another week's worth of news in what's happening with Elite Dangerous. Now, we're starting on the 20th of May. Alliance election candidates announced community drives. Prime Minister 𝗕𝗓𝗢𝗡 and Councillor 𝗕𝗤𝗨𝗓𝗓𝗓 have launched rival delivery initiatives in Alliance space. The two leading candidates for Alliance Prime Minister are attempting to gather public support, although the actual election will be determined by the votes within the Assembly on the 27th of May. Every opinion poll suggests that 𝗲's victory is all but confirmed, which will grant him a second 6-year term. However, the outcomes of these community drives will directly affect the successful candidate's policies once in office. Prime Minister 𝗲is focusing on increasing industrial materials to aid expansion. He has requested that shipments of ceramic composites, polymers and superconductors are delivered to Dublin Citadel in the gateway system. Councillor Kane aims to support local manufacturers in order to boost trade. He has asked for supplies of copper, microcontrollers and polymers to be delivered to 𝗕𝗬𝗢 Hi in the 𝗘𝗤𝗨𝗜𝗍 system. Whoever is most successful will run a second campaign the following week. 𝗲 will launch a tritium mining initiative, leading to the construction of new Alliance starports. Kane will use void opal mining to help stimulate trade, including the availability of rare goods in Alliance-controlled systems. Now, on the 21st of May, 𝗕𝗤𝗨𝗓𝗓 allegations declared inconclusive. Evidence that Imperator Hadrian Augustus Duvall masterminded the NMLA terror campaign cannot be authenticated, according to ACT. Inspector Mara Klatt, one of ACT's joint leaders, delivered this report. We have rigorously analysed data provided by the Landgrave of Madrid that contains detailed instructions from Hadrian Duvall. The content undoubtedly arranges the starport bombings, but its source is inconclusive. It now seems highly plausible that his identity was faked by the NMLA. Hadrian Duvall made an announcement via the Pressa News network. There can no longer be any doubt that the NMLA planted a false trail in order to incriminate us. They aim to slay every Duvall and demolish imperial traditions, a goal that the Federation is clearly happy to support. Lady Astrid and I are deeply grateful to the Nova Navy and all the other pilots who helped defend our honour. The Federal Diplomatic Corps confirmed that the League of Mendu, which was defeated by Nova Imperium, will withdraw from the Pressa system, but made no reference to ACT's report. Trader Leo Magnus, head of security for Nova Imperium and a former IISS officer, has been seconded to ACT. He will serve as a replacement for the deceased Captain 𝗕𝗓𝗢𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. Now, on the same day, there was a Pilots Federation alert. 𝗕𝗏𝗨𝗧𝗔𝗬 pursue Aegis megaship. The Alexandria megaship has jumped from Delphi to the 𝗕𝗏𝗢𝗎𝗓 system, triggering a 𝗕𝗏𝗧𝗔𝗬 attack. The megaship is carrying large quantities of Guardian artifacts, which were delivered as part of a research program by Aegis. Captain Jacob Morales, commanding officer of the Alexandria, has broadcast an SOS. This is an emergency. We scheduled a stopover at 𝗕𝗏𝗢𝗎𝗓 for tritium refueling en route to the Sol system, but 𝗕𝗏𝗧𝗔𝗬 interceptors came swarming within minutes. We require immediate assistance. Admiral Aidan Tanner, Chief Military Liaison for Aegis, announced, "We believe that the 𝗕𝗏𝗧𝗔𝗬s are reacting to the concentrated presence of Guardian technology stored within the Alexandria's cargo holds. Not only has the attack placed its crew and the population of this system in danger, but we risk losing these extremely valuable research materials. Aegis is asking for any anti-Xeno squadrons and independent pilots to help destroy all 𝗕𝗏𝗧𝗔𝗬 vessels within 𝗕𝗏𝗢𝗎𝗓 and protect the Alexandria." Despite the recent chaos, it was quiet for a few days until the 24th of May. The fall of the Oracle. The Oracle starport in the Delphi system began tumbling out of orbit following a recent 𝗕𝗏𝗧𝗔𝗬 attack. The station was already ablaze and severely damaged by caustic enzymes during a 𝗕𝗏𝗧𝗔𝗬 incursion in the Delphi system. This led to a cascading systems failure that shut down all the station's alignment thrusters. As a result, the entire starport became affected by the gravity of Delphi 5A. and begun falling towards the moon. This immediately endangered the lives of tens of thousands of civilians. Due to the fire damage in the docking bay and the narrow timescale, evacuation of the Oracle's entire population before it impacted upon the surface was considered impossible. With only hours to go before collision, independent pilots risked their lives to rescue thousands of trapped civilians from the falling and damaged starport. This allowed the engineers to focus on patching up the Oracle's alignment systems. The station is now considered to be in stable orbit. A spokesperson for Sirius Incorporated told the media, "We are immensely grateful to those courageous commanders for helping to prevent what could have been one of the most horrific disasters in modern history." Similar incidents have been reported at other stations that were targeted by the Thargoids, leading to speculation that this may not have been coincidental. Unilateral plans to shore up this vulnerability in the starports are now underway. Now, on that same day, Federation refuses entry to Plague Ship. The Alexandria megaship has been warned that it faces destruction if it attempts to travel to any federal system. The Aegis-owned vessel triggered a full-scale Thargoid incursion when it arrived in the 𝗕𝗤𝗢𝗡 system. This seemed to be a reaction to the huge quantities of Guardian artifacts currently stored within its cargo holds. Captain Jacob Morales, the Alexandria's commander, broadcast this message. "The Federal Navy has instructed us not to resume our scheduled journey to Sol, or enter any system within the Federation. They're treating us like a plague ship. I understand their concern that more Thargoids will follow us, but we have several thousand crew members who need to reach safe harbor." A strategy was outlined by Admiral Aidan Tanner, Chief Military Liaison for Aegis. "We are attempting to clear the 𝗕𝗤𝗢𝗡 system of Thargoid vessels, greatly aided by independent pilots and anti-Xeno squadrons. The megaship will then jump to a system with a minimal population, where we will offload its cargo." Aegis has reiterated that the option for jettison the Alexandria's cargo is the last resort, as the Guardian artifacts are vital to its research program and cost billions of credits to acquire. As per usual, there never seems to be a dull day in the galaxy. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Here's a video that YouTube thinks that you'll like. I'll see you over there, Commander. Fly safe.